Next set of numbers, Glenmark. The earnings have beat estimates, and this is mainly powered by the India business. However, the stock not really doing too much, down 0.2%. My colleague Mahima caught up with the management to discuss the quarter gone by. Let's listen into that conversation.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV Profit. I am Mahima Vajrajani, and Glenmark Pharma is in focus on the back of its Q1 numbers. And overall, it was a strong showing, in fact, from the India and US business. Margin guidance also largely maintained. To understand as to how things have shaped up, how they're going to look like going forward, we're now joined by Anurag Mantri, who is the Executive Director and Global Chief Financial Officer of Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, joining us now. Thank you so much for taking out the time, Anurag. I'll start by asking about the US business, because that has delivered a sharp recovery this quarter, excluding, of course, the license income. But how should investors think about the underlying growth trajectory for this one, for the next few quarters especially?
Overall, let me first talk to overall business this quarter. If you see, we have the revenue growth of 23%, and even if I remove the IGI income-wise, that revenue growth has been almost around 18% plus. So it's a very strong quarter for us. And even, but if you see, EBITDA has grown up more than the revenue, which shows that our quality of earning is also improving. So, and this growth is also very broad-based this quarter. So we have seen across, like India continues to grow very strongly. US has grown very strongly. Entire emerging market, especially LATAM, MEA, and Russia, CIS have contributed double-digit. All contributed double-digit. And Europe can also continue to grow. So across all the geographies, we continue to do well. So, as I mentioned, that the EBITDA is growing faster than the revenue, so which is showing that the quality of earning is improving considerably. So in terms of our mix, in terms of withstanding the global pressures on the cost, which includes like, if you see the quarterly, this quarter, like across the thing, API cost is increasing, packing material cost is increasing. Quarter has been good. But specifically in US, if you see that we had a good respiratory launch. We had launched fluticasone 44 mcg last quarter, and this is going very well. This was the exclusivity period, and which continued to do very well. And then also we have we are relaunched the Ryaltris with our own commercial franchisee. So that is also doing will also contribute to this year. And beside that, Monroe also has been restarted. We relaunched the fulvestrant from Monroe. So that's the first commercial launch from Monroe. And it will start contributing meaningfully from FY28 onwards. So Monroe facility in US will also start contributing to that. And this year, H2, we are actually again launching the two we are expecting the two new approvals, which is one was fluticasone 110 and ipratropium. So which should also contribute well into our overall revenue mix. So we expect a very strong year for US, India, LATAM, across the thing, and also Europe will continue to do also well for us.
All right, but Anurag, from the prospect of guidance, just for the sake, if you have any internal guidance that you have in terms of growth targets for the US business.
So US business, we are expecting this year to be a $430 million plus of the revenue in this year, which is a very significant number as compared to the previous year. And we'll continue that momentum, because US, we are seeing multiple launches, respiratory, injectables across that. So we are seeing a good growth profile in US this year.
Got it. You talked about multiple respiratory approvals in the second half of FY27. Just want to get more sense, which product that you've planned to launch will have the biggest commercial opportunity? What is the TAM looking like? And how important are these launches going to be for FY28 earning targets?
So if in US particularly, if you see fluticasone 44 mcg, which we launched last quarter, it's continue to do well for us. Ryaltris relaunch is also actually getting on track. So I think the Ryaltris is this year, because we were not doing much in Ryaltris last year because through the partner one. Now we have taken that relaunch. We have relaunched the product with our own internal things. So I think that will continue to do well for us in US. And the next half, we are expecting two more new approval. One is fluticasone 110 as well as the epratopium, and so that also will continue to do well. So all these products will have a good contribution overall this year in our this year of US revenue.
Okay, so that's with regards to Glenmark Pharma. No major moves coming in on the stock. However, markets continue to remain volatile, and we're nearly at the day's lows in terms of Nifty 50 and a lot of counters that are dragging markets lower today. But completely out of time, a thank you from Sharad, the team that put the show together, and myself. Lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned to NDTV Profit from the NDTV Profit Suzlon studio. We'll be right back.